Genesis chapter 26, Isaac and Abimelech.
创世纪26章，以赛亚、亚比米勒。
Now there was a famine in the land besides the previous famine in Abraham's time, and Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines in Gerar.
从前，在亚伯拉罕的时候，曾经有过一次饥荒，现在那地又有饥荒，以撒就到基拉尔去，到非利士的王亚比米勒那里。
Lord appeared to Isaac and said, "Do not go down to Egypt. Live in the land where I tell you to live."
耶和华向以撒显现说：“你不要下到埃及去，要住在我所指示你的地方。”
Stay in this land for a while, and I will be down with you and will bless you. For to you and your descendants I will give all these lands, and I will confirm the oath I swore to your father Abraham.
你要寄居在这地，我必与你同在，必赐福给你，因为我要在这全地都赐给你和你的后裔，履行我向你父亚伯拉罕所起的事。
I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and I will give them all these lands, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed.
我必使你的后裔增多，好像天上的星那样多。我必把这全地都赐给你的后裔，地上的万国都必因你的后裔得福。
Because Abraham obeyed me and did everything I required of him, keep my commandments, my decrees, and my instructions.
这是因为亚伯拉罕听从了我的话，遵守了我的吩咐、我的命令、我的条例和我的法律。
So Isaac stayed in Gerar.
于是以撒就住在基拉尔。
When the men of that place asked him about his wife, he said, "She is my sister," because he was afraid to say she is my wife. He thought the men of this place might kill me on account of Rebekah, because she is beautiful.
于是以撒就住在基拉尔。在那地的人问起他的妻子，他就回答：她是我的妹妹，因为他不敢说她是我的妻子。他心里想，恐怕这地方的人因利百加的缘故把我杀了，因为她容貌美丽。
When Isaac had been there a long time, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked down from the window and saw Isaac caressing his wife Rebekah.
以撒在那里住了很久。有一天，非利士人的王亚比米勒从窗户里向外望，看见以撒正在爱抚他的妻子利百加。
So Abimelech summoned Isaac and said, "She is really your wife? Why did you say she is my sister?" Isaac answered him, "Because I thought I might lose my life on account of her."
亚比米勒于是把以撒招了来，对他说：“你看，她实在是你的妻子，你怎么说是你的妹妹呢？”以撒回答他：“因为我心里想，恐怕我因她的缘故丧命。”
Then Abimelech said, "What is this you have done to us? One of our men might as well slept with your wife, and you would have brought guilt upon us."
亚比米勒说：“你向我们做的是什么事呢？人民中间险些有人与你的妻子同睡，那你就把我们陷在罪恶里了。”
So Abimelech gave orders to all the people, "Anyone who harms this man or his wife shall surely be put to death."
于是亚比米勒吩咐全国人民说：凡是 触犯这人或是他的妻子的，必被处死。
Isaac planted crops in that land, and the same year reaped 100-fold, because the Lord blessed him.
以撒在那里耕种，那一年丰收100倍。耶和华实在赐福给他。
The man became rich, and his wealth continued to grow until he became very wealthy.
他就日渐昌大，越来越富有，成了个大富翁。
He had so many flocks and herds and servants that Philistines envied him.
他拥有羊群、牛群和很多仆人，非利士人就嫉妒他。
So all the wells that his father's servant had dug in at the time of his father Abraham, the Philistines stopped filling them with earth.
他父亲亚伯拉罕在世的时候，所有由他父亲仆人挖的井，非利士人都塞满了土。
So then Abimelech said to Isaac, "Move away from us. You have become too powerful for us."
亚比米勒对以撒说：“你离开我们去吧，因为你比我们强大的多了。”
So Isaac moved away from there and encamped in the valley of Gerar, where he settled.
以撒于是离开那里，在基拉尔谷支搭帐篷，住在那里。
Isaac reopened the wells that had been dug up in the time of his father Abraham, which the Philistines had stopped up after Abraham died, and he gave them the same names his father had given them.
他父亲亚伯拉罕在世的时候，仆人所挖的水井，在亚伯拉罕死后都被非利士人塞住了。以撒重新挖掘这井，仍然照着他父亲所起的名字叫他们。
Isaac's servants dug in the valley and discovered a wall of fresh water there.
以撒的仆人在山谷里挖井，在那里挖得一口活水井。
But the herders of Gerar quarreled with those of Isaac and said, "The water is ours." So he named the well Esek, because they disputed with him.
基拉尔的牧人与以撒的牧人争闹起来，说：“这水是我们的。”以撒给那井起名叫埃瑟，因为他们与他相争。
Then they dug another well, but they quarreled over that one also, so named it Sitnah.
以撒的仆人又挖了另一口井，他们又为这口井争闹起来，因此以撒给这井起名叫西提拉。
He moved on from there and dug another well, and no one quarreled over it. He named it Rehoboth, saying, "Now the Lord has given us a room and will flourish in the land."
以撒离开那里，又挖了另一口井，他们不再为这口井争闹了，他就给那口井起名利和伯，因为他说：现在耶和华给我们宽阔的地方，我们必在这里繁盛起来。
From there he went up to Beersheba.
以撒从那里上到别是巴去。
That night the Lord appeared to him and said, "I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will bless you and will increase the number of your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham."
那天晚上，耶和华向他显现，说：“我是你父亲亚伯拉罕的神，你不要怕，因为我必与你同在。我必为了我仆人亚伯拉罕的缘故赐福给你，使你的后裔增多。”
Isaac built an altar and called on the name of the Lord. Then he pitched his tent, and there his servants dug a well.
以撒就在那里筑了一座坛，呼求耶和华的名，又在那里支搭帐篷。以撒的仆人也在那里挖了一口井。
Meanwhile, Abimelech came had come to him from Gerar, where with as Ahuzal, his personal advisor, and Philcol, the commander of his forces, Isaac asked him, "Why have you come to me, since you were hostile to me and sent me away?"
亚比米勒和他的朋友亚塞户以及他的军长费格从基拉尔来到以撒那里。以撒问他们：“你们既然恨我，把我从你们中间赶出来，为什么又到我这里来呢？”
They answered, "We saw clearly that the Lord was with you, so we said there ought to be a sworn agreement between us and you. Let us make a treaty with you."
他们回答：“我们实在看见耶和华与你同在，因此我们想，不如我们双方起誓，让我们与你立约吧。”
That you will do us no harm, just as we did no harm you, as we did not harm you, but always treat you well and sent you away peacefully. And now you are blessed by the Lord.
你不要伤害我们，正如我们从来没有触犯您，只有善待您，让您平平安安的离开。现在您是蒙耶和华赐福的了。
Isaac then made a feast for them, and they ate and drank.
以撒就为他们摆设筵席，他们就一起吃喝。
Early the next morning, the men swore an oath to each other. Then Isaac sent them on their way, and they went away peacefully.
第二天他们清早起来，彼此起誓，以撒就送他们走，他们平平安安的离开他走了。
That day, Isaac's servants came and told them about the well they had dug. They said, "We found water."
那一天，以撒的仆人来把他们挖井的事告诉他，说：“我们找到水了。”
He called it Sheba, and to this day the name of the town had been Beersheba.
以撒就给那井起名叫示巴，因此那城名叫别示巴，直到今日。
Jacob takes Esau's blessing. When Esau was 40 years old, he married Judith, daughter of Beri the Hittite, and also Basemath, daughter of Elon the Hittite. They were a source of grief to Isaac and Rebekah.
以扫娶二妻。以扫40岁的时候，娶了赫人比利的女儿尤迪和赫人伊伦的女儿巴什摩为妻。他们二人常使以撒和利百加伤心难过。